Okay, so this is my guitar. It's made out of ash for the body, maybe for the neck. Some of the engineering problems I had were routing the neck pocket. First, I wasn't really too sure how to do that, but I discovered that it was best to make the neck first, because then what you can do is you can clamp two pieces of wood to the body and kind of sand a block of wood to the shape of the heel of the neck, clamp that in, and then route using that like template. So that's how I got around that problem. Another problem I had when I was making this was the truss rod. It went in really nicely. This is the strip of wood that covers it. It's walnut, and but when I was tightening the truss rod, which that like changes the angle of the neck to make it in tune or not, and like raise the strings above the frets. I got really far, like to right about where I wanted, and then I heard this like creaking noise. I started getting really afraid, and then the very tip of the truss rod, which is hidden by the heel of this, started to kind of like pop out a little bit, and I was like, oh crap, because if that was like this weekend, and when I was tightening it to get it all like set up, and I thought the whole thing was just about to like pop out. So I just super glued that in, clamped it, and then I kept tightening it, and it worked fine. It was just like the end must not have been glued in very well. Let's see. Some other things that happened with putting these dots in, you have to use a brad point bit, and it has a tendency, if you go like more than like as slow as you can like humanly go, then it's going to like strip wood off the top. And so down here, it kind of happened a little bit on this one, and I just filled that with some super glue, but I just went a lot slower on all the other ones. Another problem, you have to pre-drill all the holes for like these tiny little screws, and that's really difficult. It just took like hours to get like everything straight, and this maple was really hard to screw into. Oh yeah, finally another problem that happened. This is probably the last problem. When I finished wiring this, and only this pickup was working. And the reason for that was that there's not really a wiring diagram like telling you how to like put these two pickups together, because they're custom pickups that aren't like supposed to be together unless you want them to. And then there's not a diagram for that. So what I had to do was I had to mess around with the wires coming from this pickup, and like touching them to the different connections and seeing if like there was like some like with the amp on and seeing if sound would start flowing. So finally I got it right. So now they both work, and it sounds pretty killer. So first I'll like play like an excerpt from You Shook Me All Night Long, just like this. One second, that crackling is coming from the amp, it's not from the guitar. That was good to me. In this rhythm pickup, like you can also do like kind of, if you turn the tone down, you can get kind of a like a 50s kind of thing going. Anyways, you see that? Let's see. Pretty sick. I like the sound when it's like both pickups combined, because now you're getting the it's picking up vibrations here and here, so you're getting more high end. And so So that's that. That was Strange Brew. So there's also just this pickup. Here you can get more. The original purpose of the Telecaster is like for I guess kind of country, bluegrassy, and country type stuff. I put the humbucker in because I wanted a rock guitar, but I kept this thing, which is like a really hot bridge pickup for like.